family.
Hey, Disney World geeks, Curtis Stone here. It's Easter Sunday, and I'm recording an intro for you guys. Welcome to episode 448 of the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. This week, Amy Beckner, Danielle Johnson, Lauren Hawkins, Daniel Ginger join the show for the fifth and final G3 2022 Trip Report Roundtable. We review resorts, food, favorite experiences, and we get a little emotional again. And I've been having fun chatting with Disney World fans and geeks for 8 years. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. Started the podcast with my daughter Lindsay talking about our Disney World trips, and then we brought on you Disney geeks to tell your trip stories. Our listeners are so positive, caring, generous, and they are experienced Disney geeks. You'll get lots of ideas and tips for your next Disney World trip from their real-world experiences and trip reports. We encourage a family atmosphere here on the podcast. Before too long, they were calling me the Podfather, and we'd love for you to join our Geekin' family. We've got an amazing private discussion group in Facebook. Search for Geekin' on WDW Family. Answer a couple of questions, and then I'll get you right in there where you can ask your own questions, share your trip pictures, and engage with one of the best Disney World group of geeks on the internet. We're also independent Disney authorized travel agents with Fairy Tale Concierge. Fairy Tale Concierge is an authorized platinum Disney travel agency. We'd love to be your travel guides and help you book your room, tickets to the parks, and dining reservations. You'll notice many of our guests on the podcast book their trips or transfer those trip bookings that they've booked themselves to the Travelin' Tiaras. Yeah, contact Margita, my wife, we call her Mama, and Auntie Judy at travelintiaras@gmail.com. Check the show notes and you'll see their email as well as mine if you'd like to reach out to us. Well, given that it's Easter Sunday, I thought I'd give Auntie Judy and Mom a break, but I've got a special guest coming on this week to help me answer a question for a listener. His name is Anders, and he's from Sweden. I think, Anders, you're maybe one of very few of my listeners from Sweden, but so glad you sent in an email. And I encourage all of you guys to email me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com if you've got a question. He's got a great one, and I've got my great friend, Kevin Curtis Allen, to help me answer this question because the topic is the Disney Vacation Club. Well, I got an email from Anders from Sweden. This is a really good question about DVC, and I don't know that's got a clear-cut answer. So I thought I'd reach out for an expert's advice, and a friend of mine, my international correspondent, and a fellow podcaster, Kevin Curtis Allen.
Hiya, Kurt. I'm not sure about the expert bit, but yeah, I'll do me bit.
Well, like my dad always says, two heads are better than one, even if one's a cabbage head.
Yeah, something like that, definitely.
It'll be interesting. Well, I have a response to this for Anders from Sweden. He's got to be like my only listener in Sweden. So Anders, thank you for listening. And let's read the email off. I'll do that. He says, hello. I listen to your podcast all the time. Excellent information and always a joy to listen to. I have a question for you. I live in Sweden, so I am far away from Florida. I would like to buy DVC. By the way, his English is fantastic.
I know.
His written English is excellent. My budget is, I won't say the number, but he's looking for about 50 or 60 points. Trying to get his toe wet into the DVC market, looks like. I am thinking of buying at Poly because of proximity to the parks, and the resort looks amazing. It is. That was my part. And you have spoken very highly of it. There you go. The problem is the cost for the contract, about $190 a point, and the cost per night. The second choice is AKL, which is Animal Kingdom Lodge. Cheaper to buy, but it's not the Poly. Third or fourth Could be Saratoga Springs or Old Key West. I cannot make up my mind. Have you ever been there, Kevin? It's right.
Yeah. It's a conundrum.
It is.
Yeah.
We feel your pain, Anders. At a cheaper resort, we can stay a few days longer than Poly, but it's not Poly. I don't know how many times I've decided, let's buy Poly, but it's cheaper to get my foot into DVC buying a cheaper resort. Yes, let's buy a cheaper resort. But then Polynesian gets back into my head again. You get the point. My plans for the future is also getting a small direct contract at Riviera. Despite the restrictions keeps me from buying Riviera resale because I cannot use them at other resort. If you lived on the other side of the Atlantic, well, I got someone who does, where would you buy? Buy a cheaper contract, SSR, AKL, Old Key West, hoping to be able to stay at Poly. And he said he would be traveling in last week of October, early to mid-November. I didn't check the points chart. Then he says, kind regards, Anders from Sweden. Again, thanks for the email. It's a fantastic question. I don't know if it's an easy answer, right, Kevin?
No, it's not an easy answer, but I've got a couple of thoughts on that. When I did it, I looked at price per points and dues. I never took into consideration how many points per night, which Anderson there, that's what he's looking at. He's saying that obviously, for instance, the Poly starts in the studio at the lowest at 14 points and rises to 34 points a night, and that's on a weekday. Whereas if you're looking at Saratoga and Animal Kingdom Lodge, they start at 10 points a night and only raise to 21.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
So that's where the value changes. And I never took that into consideration when I was buying DVC at all. So it is that's something to take into consideration. Obviously, the other thing, firstly, to take consideration, I suppose, for DVC, is an American product built for American people, really.
Okay.
It's not designed for Europeans because we don't come for 3 to 4 nights. So if you're coming down, Kurt, for a long weekend, 4 points a night extra doesn't make that much difference. Mm-hmm. But if you're coming from the other side of the world for 14 nights, 4 points a night makes a massive difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, great point.
To what you could have, yeah. But that's something you've got to consider. So it's really that you have to accept that the product is designed for an American market, not for a worldwide market to start with, I think. The valuation is exactly what I said. It's you've got to take the value of the price per point, the dues, which he hasn't mentioned, but you need to be aware of what dues you're going to pay. Animal Kingdom Lodge, you're going to pay quite a bit more dues than you are at Poly and Saratoga.
Okay.
And he hasn't mentioned your home resort, but that is a very good value on dues alone.
Bay Lake Tower, right.
Bay Lake Tower, really low dues.
Yep.
A bit lower point price than Poly, or around the same sort of point price, but Poly has a few more years left on the contract as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we're jumping around here.
Yeah.
But there is a calculation you could do, which is beyond me, of point price per years left on the contract, and obviously dues taken into account as well. And you can work a figure out what those points cost you per year, sort of thing.
Okay.
So to get a value price for it, but personally, I would say that you've got to take consideration of dues as well as the proximity and the price per point.
Very good. And I know Glenn Kessler, we did an episode. I should have it at my fingertips. What number that was? It was this year. So because he bought recently and he went into all these very detailed number calculations, so we could get
he did a really good job on that. And I'd also say, if you want to go back to listen to one, go back to my Brit's Guide to Disney Vacation Club. We did a really good episode on buying the Poly as well, which is worth listening to. And we had Glenn and you were on that podcast as well, weren't you, Kurt?
All right. Well, there you go. So yeah, Brit's Guide to DVC is Kevin's podcast. Let's not forget to say that. Go check out Kevin's show.
And we covered the Poly. And obviously the other issue that I should point out, at this stage, the Poly only has studios and bungalows. Now they are building a new building there,
Right.
a new tower. But we're not sure at the moment if the resale customers are going to have access to that building.
Okay.
We assume that they are going to, because I don't think it's going to be a separate entity. It's going to be part of the same DVC, which would mean it would also have the same end date. So it wouldn't have the full 50 years, I assume. All this is not confirmed. But when that new building is in, if they do allow resale customers that own at the Poly, if it's going to be the same contract, they can't really change it, I don't think, then you'll have all the room types at your disposal. But at the moment, you've only really got a studio. And if you're talking 50, 60 points, you wouldn't ever get even the night at a bungalow, even banking and borrowing.
Right. Well, here's the two things I'm thinking about, Kevin, too. And I can remember when we were looking at DVC years ago, and Margita especially did a lot of research. The number one thing that she said is buy where you want to stay. Now, what do you think about that? Is that still true? I mean, the cost has gone up so much.
Yeah, you'll definitely, if the Poly is the only place you want to say it's end of story, you've got to buy a Poly.
Okay.
I think you can get in because this time when we come to the G3, Mandy Ray was supposed to be staying at Saratoga Springs and she managed to get the Poly.
Okay.
And she's only got Saratoga Springs points. So it's possible to do, but it means stalking the DVC site. So if you really do want to stay there, you can stay. And of course you can use your Poly points at Saratoga if you want to stretch the points or somewhere else you want to stretch them. But if you really want Poly, if that's all you want, then I agree. You've got to buy a Poly.
That way you guarantee. Well, I don't want to say guarantee, but you got a really good that 11-month window. Yeah, that's the way of thinking for that. The other thing I wanted to say too was, it seems like there's more inventory, and if you're going, he's looking at this time. I didn't look at if it's a hot time he's going. It's definitely not during school time. So I would say there's a fair chance you could get Poly, but of course there's no guarantee.
Always a chance. There's no guarantee of it.
I've had good luck. I'll put it this way: my experience has been I've been able to stay there 2 or 3 times, at the 7-month window. So
yeah. The other thing I would say about Poly: have you seen the resale price of Poly? He's saying 108, 190.
Yeah.
Well, with incentives, you can buy Riviera for that.
Okay.
Direct.
Okay.
I know if you bought a 60-point contract to Riviera, you wouldn't get any benefit of buying it direct because obviously you're not getting any of the benefits.
Can you buy 60 points or 50 points?
I think you can buy whatever you want if you're insistent enough.
Oh.
They want to sell you 150 points as a new member. The minimum buy-in is what they're saying, but I don't think they're turning money away.
Okay.
To be honest. I mean, it would seem crazy to turn it away, but I think you'd have to be very insistent that is all you wanted. But at that price, it's nearly as cheap to go direct, which, like I said, I wasn't aware of. I'm just sat here looking now, and there's a 50-point contract on reselledvc.com, 50 points at the Poly, and it's $190 a point.
That's what he had.
And that's resale.
Yeah, that's what he wrote down.
Couldn't believe it. Even Saratoga now you'll be paying up towards $140 a point for a contract. But there's a $10 or $15 premium on that because it's a 50-point contract.
Oh, okay.
If you go up to 150 points, you're down into the 120s. Okay. So this is another side of it. The smaller contracts get a premium because I could pop in here and buy a 50-point contract. It's much easier to buy a 50-point contract than it is to buy another 160, 175 or whatever points.
That's right.
So
what would you do? What would
I do?
Yeah, if you had your heart set at the Polynesian.
If you want to stay at the Poly, buy at the Poly.
Right. But
as much as I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
that's not what you would do, right? That's obviously because you went with Saratoga for the value, right?
Yeah. Going in now, look looking at the prices, I wouldn't buy Saratoga. I'd go Bay Lake Tower.
Kevin, you can always get in at Animal Kingdom Lodge at 7 months, right? That's a big resort.
You can get in. You may not get a studio Savannah view. You'll get a standard view probably quite easily. And you definitely get a 1-bedroom. 1-bedrooms are quite easy to get because there's so many more points.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at a really small contract of 50 or 60 points, I'm assuming that he's aware that he can bank and borrow. And at 60 points, I'm assuming he's doing once every 3-year trip.
Right.
Because from Sweden, it would be very expensive, same as it is from the UK to fly out. So, yeah, banking and borrowing, if you went every 3rd year, you could have potentially 180 points, which would get you 2 weeks at Saratoga, maybe 10 days at the Poly.
Yeah, if you had a longer time, too, maybe split your time between Saratoga and the Poly, because I'm kind of confident that you could get a few nights at the Poly in that time frame, October, November.
I think you can get it. I think the issue is, are you prepared to stay somewhere else? Not.
Yes, that is absolutely right. That's absolutely right.
I've always said to you, I'm quite happy staying at Port Orleans Riverside.
Yeah.
That's not a problem.
So Saratoga is a lot like that, actually.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Very similar. I mean, what we stayed in this time was a 1-bedroom, so it was completely different. But layout of
and
the
you love Saratoga,
very
right? I mean,
yeah, I mean, Deborah loves it. It's Deborah a good location.
Yeah. Does she like Saratoga better than Animal Kingdom Lodge?
She likes Saratoga Resort better than Animal Kingdom Lodge, but she likes the Savannah view and the room at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Interesting,
the
right?
1-bedroom at Animal Kingdom Lodge, I think she preferred, because we've now stayed at a studio in both and a 1-bedroom in both.
Okay. And those are the 2 resorts you've stayed at, is that correct, on your DVC?
Yeah, they're the only 2 I've stayed at with DVC. And I'm trying already, we're looking and thinking about next time. I'm trying to persuade her to maybe do a split stay and stay in another resort. Poly would be one of my ones I'd want to do. I'd like to do. You know? There's no getting away from it. Poly is a fantastic resort. But Bay Lake Tower would be where I would buy if I was coming in now.
Would you? Now how much is that one going for? That's in the
Bay Lake Tower
180?
150s.
Really?
But there's a couple of contracts here. 100 and no, actually I stand correct. 165, 167.
All right.
But you're getting more years on that contract than you are with Saratoga.
Right. Mine is 2060.
And you're looking at, you say you're looking at $15 to $20 difference, but you're getting an extra 15 years or whatever.
There's another option, and that gets you on the Magic Kingdom.
That gets you a similar location at 100. Let's see if we haven't got a 50-point contract one here. 75. Well, this is only $5. I want to hear a 60-point contract for $175. So that's $15 a point cheaper at Bay Lake Tower compared to the Poly. And if Poly wasn't having that new tower put in, I would definitely be looking at Bay Lake. I think then it also looking at the dues for Bay Lake in comparison to Poly would be interesting. I haven't got that information to hand, but I think Poly's a little bit dearer, but not Animal Kingdom Lodge dearer.
Okay, very good, Kevin. So I think, Kevin, you're to sum it up, you would say, if your heart is set at Poly, do Poly. I gotta tell you, I've always felt that was very, very true, and we kind of bought the Bay Lake Tower sight unseen, but it was the contemporary. I mean, we weren't really worried because location is so important to us. I like your idea with the Riviera. That's a good thing. We're doing a split stay in June. We're doing Bay Lake Tower. So the first thing you do is buy or set it up at 11 months at your resort that you live at. And then it's actually kind of fun to go into the website and see what the offerings start to look like when you get to that 8 month, right? And you're getting closer to that 7 month, and you're wondering, I wonder if I can pull off a couple of nights somewhere else. So that is kind of fun to do that too.
Also, you can do things like you can rent points to for a couple of nights from a site and top up like that, which is what I basically did that on my cancelled reservation for 2021. And that was what I was going to do. Was I was going to book and pay for my main stay at Saratoga and then do the 2 nights at Animal Kingdom Lodge. And I paid for those. And obviously that didn't work out, but you can do things. There are ways of getting in there. I mean, I was very lucky. Wendy was very generous and rented me some points, which meant I could get a studio, because I would have been able to get a studio surround view probably at 7 months. You'll get a 1 bedroom, or you'll probably get a standard room, a standard view, but you wouldn't get the Savannah view. And obviously, as we're all aware, I wanted to get the Savannah view for my son, and it all works out. Just a shame he didn't bring his glasses and he couldn't see anything, but there you go.
So if you had 180 points, let's say he banked and borrowed, how many nights could you get a week at the Polynesian studio?
At the lowest in the studio, it would be 140 points for 10 nights 140? At the lowest. But then 140, but then you've got the weekends to add in. I think they're about 2 or 3 points extra. So you might get 10 nights. You get 10 nights out of it.
Okay.
10 or 12 nights, yeah.
It is. I tell you.
I just jotted.
Yeah, Anders, it's a tough call. I don't envy.
I don't know we've been much help, really.
Yeah. we would agree that it's tough. I know my wife would say, but the thing is that he's got a small budget here. That's what makes it the hardest question. Right?
Yeah, I think I know where he's coming from. I think he's looking at the price of the dollar as well. That's another thing you haven't really said. Is obviously he's pricing everything. I think they're in the euro.
Sure.
So it's not. They're not in American dollars. Then let's put it that way.
Go.
So
True.
he's got to look at the exchange rate.
True.
And the exchange rate is not too bad at the moment. But I used to come over, Kurt, when it was $2 to the pound.
Yeah, I know.
And obviously I was like a king, and I was throwing the money around.
Right. I remember that. Yeah, well, that was a while ago, right?
Yeah, now I'm coming over and I'm having to beg, borrow and steal, get people to pay for me food and me drink and stuff like that,
Yeah, I got to say, I'm going to make a decision, and I think I would try to get the most for my points, and I would probably do Saratoga. But my wife wouldn't agree, and that wouldn't be. She would trump me on this. I think.
Overall, yeah. If you're looking for value, your Saratoga and your Bay Lake Tower are coming in. When you calculate out the amount of years, are coming in about the same. I think you're paying less for Saratoga, you've been getting less years. Paying more for Bay Lake Tower, getting more years, and the dues are about 10 cents difference. But then you start looking at Animal Kingdom Lodge with $2 difference, then it starts getting expensive. I know it's not so expensive because only 60 points we're talking about now.
The Riviera location is fantastic, too, with the
Skyliner. The location's great.
With the Epcot and the Hollywood Studios.
Their points per night are very high, and their dues are quite high.
Are they really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they're quite high, their dues. They haven't had an increase, I don't think, any minimal increase since they've been released, but they started quite expensive. So I haven't got, again, that's a number I haven't got to hand. But like I say, Bay Lake Tower, Saratoga was always the cheapest.
Yep.
A couple of years ago, Bay Lake Tower just dropped under by a few cents a point. And that is what you always remember, what you pay for it now. The best time to buy DVC was 20 years ago. The next best time to buy DVC is now.
That's right. Well, Kevin, you've been very helpful. Thank you so much. And he has his own podcast, The Brits Guide to DVC. Check it out. Also, you got the Florida podcast too.
That Florida podcast. Yeah. And do you realize on the 1st of May, that will be a year since I released my first podcast? Oh,
wow. Time is flying. I think we got 10 downloads. Get out of here. Well, everyone from my show, go listen to Kevin. Thank you. Kevin's he's not at home, actually. He's off in Oxford. So thanks for checking up with me. And pal, I hope to talk to you again real soon.
Yeah, no problem, my friend. Anytime.
Thanks so much, Kevin, for hopping on with me this week to answer Anders' question from Sweden. And now the featured trip report. It's the Roundtable. We're going to review the Polynesian, Grand Floridian, Pop Century, and Saratoga Springs. And our food this week is all about Skipper's Canteen, Toledo, Spice Road Table, Tony's, Ohana, Nomad Lounge, Steakhouse 71, the Pop Food Court, Public Subs comes up again in Space 220. And I want Daniel Ginger to know, I wonder if he saw this in the Disney World news. The Werther's Caramel Popcorn is now at Magic Kingdom. I'm not sure where, Daniel, but check that out next time you're in Magic Kingdom, which I think is going to be in April. You guys got a bunch of geeks going down in April. Then we got some first times and special moments. Well, I got a quote for you. This is from Maya Angelou. And I was looking for something that talked about friendship because that's one thing I learned from doing these 5 roundtable reviews. I got some fantastic friends in the Geekin family. She says, I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Well, if that's true, after doing 5 Roundtable G3 trip reports with many of my friends, we'll never forget the Grand Geekin Gathering of 2022. All right, I got 4 more of my friends that were down at the Grand Geekin Gathering. We call it the G3. I'm so excited to talk to them. I love having my friends come on the show. And I'm going to start off. We got Amy Beckner's here.
Hi, geeks.
Hey, Amy.
Hi.
How are
you? Can
you?
Hear me?
Yes,
I'm
I can hear you good.
Doing well, thank you.
Everything settled down there?
Yes. Just in time.
We're having some fun pre-recording here, checking out everyone's dogs and no cats today. All right, I got coming in right at the last minute, Danielle Johnson.
Hi, geeks.
So glad you make it, Danielle.
Me too.
I had no doubts.
3rd time's a charm.
Oh, yes. I know. Some of you guys.
I finally made the last show.
I think everybody, I had put out some schedules out there for about 5 shows, and you guys are coming in on the last one, I think. I think it's the last one I'm going to do for G3. Thanks for coming on. And Lauren Hawkins is here.
Yay! Hi, geeks.
Lauren,
so excited.
So glad you could make it.
Me too.
Lauren's got a podcast of her own, Price for Paradise.
Price for podcasts.
Price for podcasts. Price for Paradise.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I got an episode out, but
all right.
We'll get him out there. Turning him back out eventually.
I recorded with you one night at Pop Century.
Oh, I know. That recording. Oh my goodness.
Did you hear it? Did you listen to it?
Oh, I listened back to it. It's got several slurred words and there's a lot of cackling happening. So yeah, definitely got to put that out at some point.
I don't think I was recording that night, but yes, that was fun. That was kind of what we said during a lot of these reflections back on G3. It's those unscripted moments that were some of the most fun, for sure.
Definitely.
And speaking of most fun, Daniel Ginger's here.
Hello. Hello, my geekin' family. How's everyone doing?
Hey, Daniel. Daniel's getting ready to release a podcast. He's got swag that he gave away at G3.
Yep.
I think T-shirts and magnets and coffee cups.
Yep. I'm working on it. I got my equipment waiting on my table, and then going to start. I've been reaching out to different podcasters of my favorite podcasts and get some information of how to do it. So
awesome.
Get exciting.
Don't forget to hit that record button.
I've heard that a lot. Where people say, oh yeah, we had to do it a second time because we forgot to record, and it's never the same the second time.
I did that. I don't know. I mean, sometimes you get a little practice in and it flows easier the second time. But I did that with Lisa Green. Lisa Green was my first guest ever on the show. And like her second appearance, I totally lost the recording somehow. I don't remember what it was. She was so good though, like all you guys are. She's like, yeah, let's do it again. All right.
Take 2.
Yeah, so we're going to take a review of the resorts, places you stayed, and this is also the place we always talk about food, top 3 meals, dishes, snacks, any way you want to go, drinks. I'm up for anything. Variety is good. Some things you did or tried for the first time on this trip. Top 3 moments of your trip, and tell us a memory that you'll take away from this trip and maybe something that actually surprised you about the Grand Geek and Gathering. Amy, I'm going to have you go first. Where'd you stay?
So I had a split stay. It was all arranged by my buddy, Danielle Johnson. She reached out to me when I was kind of going back and forth about coming. She reached out and said that she had rented DVC points and that I was welcome to stay with her. So I started out at the Polynesian for 2 nights in a DVC studio, right, Danielle?
Yep.
Yes. And then the last 2 nights, I was at a studio at the Grand Floridian in the DVC Tower. So
good job.
They were both beautiful. I had never stayed at either of them.
How did you know Danielle?
I didn't. That was one of the, I guess, I mean, I'll come back to it later, but it was just from kind of the G3 solo ladies group. And she reached out to me randomly. And I don't know, I didn't feel like nervous about it or anything. I felt totally comfortable. Yeah, it was a great experience, actually. So, and sweet of her to offer.
Totally coincidental that you're on this roundtable together.
Yeah,
too.
Isn't it funny? Yes.
Karma,
it's perfect.
I guess,
yes.
is happening. So had you stayed at those resorts before?
No, it was my first time at either of them. They're both beautiful. As soon as I walked into the Poly, I thought, I've got to come back here with my family.
Yeah.
I liked the setup at Poly, the way you kind of walk through the main area, the Grand Meeting House or whatever it's called. Yeah. I enjoyed that, like coming in the evening, walking through there,
right,
and then walking to the other buildings. At Grand Flow, you don't have to walk through that main entrance, so
right,
you feel a little bit less connected to the main resort. But I really enjoyed them both. If I did a couples trip, I guess, with Mike, I would definitely want to stay at Grand Flow again. But Poly, I would totally do with my family as soon as possible.
Now you know why I call it my favorite, the Polynesian.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, the DVC for the Grand Floridian is a building towards the Polynesian. It's kind of away from the main building. It's separate for sure. Excellent. Yeah, walking, when you say that, I think of those tiki torches and the music playing on that late evenings coming into the Polynesian, and nothing like it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
All right, Danielle, what? I think I know where you stayed.
Well, I did. I stayed with Amy. I came in a couple days early and I stayed with my parents who now are living down there again, full time. And then I went over to Pop for the first 2 nights. And then I went to the Poly to meet up with Amy for the second 2 nights. And I actually had like a whole week planned, but I had something come up with work. So I had to cut my trip short. So I never made it to the Grand Flow with Amy or my later in the week beach club reservation. So I was really disappointed about that. But
I didn't know that.
It was brutal.
Oh, it was. So I was at the Grand Flow all by myself. I missed her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was different.
I'm sorry.
But I like the Poly. I've stayed at the Poly before a couple times, so I really love the Poly. And I was looking forward to the other ones, but they're on my list for another time.
What's the best thing about the Polynesian?
I'm crazy for a monorail resort.
Oh, okay.
Just knowing you're so close to Magic Kingdom and you could just hop on the monorail or walk, because Amy and I walked all the way back from Magic Kingdom Friday night to the Poly. We did the long walk, but it's nice to have an option. But just being so close, you can walk out and see the castle if you want. The beach there. I just like the whole Poly vibe.
How long did it take the walk from Magic Kingdom all the way to the Polynesian? Half hour?
I don't remember because we were yakking the whole time.
And we might have made it a little longer than necessary because we kept not exactly knowing where we were going. But it was a pleasant walk.
We kind of turned around that Grand Floridian trying to find the path of the Poly. I forgot about that.
Okay, that's it. I was starting to think it's not that difficult except for getting over to the Polynesian path is kind of a kooky way. Yeah, there's no easy way to figure that out. Going through the parking lot, I don't know. Go through the resort, the DVC.
But it was my first stay at Pop ever. Okay. So, which is nothing crazy. It looks like the All-Star Smee, but so it was my first time being on a, the buckets.
Skyliners.
The Skyliner. Yes. Being on the sky.
Okay.
So that was interesting. That was nice.
Yeah. So what'd you think of that one?
Pop's nothing special, but like I said, it's nice to be on the Skyliner because that first day we just went in and out of Epcot, and that's nice to have.
It was good to hang out with a couple of people who were drinking bourbon late at
multiple
night.
Nights. Yes. I was going to say, Lauren, my words shouldn't be slurred on that podcast because I didn't actually. Oh, I did have one drink. I forgot.
Yes.
So I even forgot I had a drink, but.
You're the clearest one on the recording, honestly.
Yes.
It's me who's just a little sloppy.
Well, yeah.
Right.
If it weren't for that, there would have been nothing left of that.
I didn't have the multiple shots you guys had. I just had one drink.
Oh my!
It was fun. Why? We got connections here. Lauren, where did you stay? Were you at Pop the whole time?
Yes. Well, I actually ended up coming in a day early because of the snowstorm that was happening in Ohio. Right. So I swear I have had this like cough and like congestion type thing going on ever since G3. Like I went too hard at G3. Like my body can't take it.
Still recovering.
Yeah, it's like a month later. So I started out that extra day at Animal Kingdom Lodge. So we just stayed for one night in a Savannah View room, and it was incredible, and I loved it, and I didn't want to leave, but then I went over to Pop Century for the rest of the trip. So, yeah.
What's the best thing about Pop besides the Skyliner?
Well, honestly, I really like the functionality of the room. Like there's tons of USB ports and charger places, and there's all these little nooks and crannies that you can put your stuff in. So I really, really appreciate that. And I mean, just the value of staying at a budget hotel like that, or resort, whatever you're going to call it. Yeah. It frees up your budget to be able to go and do other stuff. So yeah, I really appreciated it. It was simple, but it was nice.
Last year when I stayed there, I was like, I like the Murphy bed. Yeah, I was thinking of little cubbies. Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. Very comfortable. It's very functional.
Exactly.
Especially for a trip like this one. Okay, now we'll get serious. Well, Daniel, we still got Daniel. Daniel, where did you? I think I know where you stayed.
We
split stay too, or no?
We did do a split stay, but at the same resort. We stayed at my favorite resort is Saratoga Springs, and so we used our DVC points and stayed. We stayed at a studio the first nights, and then on my birthday, the second, we switched to a 1-bedroom.
Very good.
For the rest of it.
Yeah, what's the 1-bedroom like at the Saratoga Springs?
It's really nice. They have the washer and dryer, which is cool because then you can wash your clothes as you go. The one thing I don't like that they took out is the big jacuzzi tub. They don't have that anymore.
Oh, no.
They just have a small tub now. They don't have the big old jacuzzi tubs anymore, which was kind of upsetting.
Oh yeah, that's usually the DVC always seemed to be a feature for all those rooms. That's interesting.
But we do like the closeness to the Disney Springs. Norma and I like to walk over there in the morning and stuff. So we like that.
You go in the morning?
We used to all time go in the morning and go to Starbucks and get our coffee.
Really?
And do our own personal coffee walks. since the great unpleasantness, they stopped. You couldn't get in there in the morning, but they just opened it back up. Because the last time we were in September, we did a nice little run because we were running for that 9/11 thing that I talked about. Show, and it was closed. So we couldn't, because we were going to stop there and grab a coffee at Starbucks, but it was closed because they weren't letting people in that early in the morning.
Yeah, I didn't think it was even open till like 10.
It used to be open because we could get up right up in the morning and walk right to Starbucks and get our coffees and then hit the parks.
Yeah, because Glenn and I think when we were going over for our last day, we were thinking it's going to be open at 10. We were kind of planning our day that way. Very good. All right, back to Amy. We're going to get into your favorite meals on this trip, Amy. Did you have some good meals?
I did.
All right.
I actually sat down for meals more on this trip than I ever have on any other trip.
Well, yeah, you had a good opportunity to do that with a solo trip, sort of.
Yeah, it was different. So I really enjoyed the first day I got there. I ended up with like Samantha and Rebecca and Chris and I don't know, that group. And we went to Skipper Canteen. And I had never been there before. So the food was nothing like phenomenal. Yeah. But the atmosphere is cute. I really enjoyed the company. That was nice. And it was the warmest day. So it was nice to have a little reprieve from the sun. It was Friday that I got in.
Friday, right.
That's right. It was sunny and beautiful.
Did you do appetizers? Was that
We did. Yeah, we kept it pretty simple. I got the falafel. It's not the best falafel I've ever had, but it certainly wasn't bad. And then I had the white sangria, which was very nice. Or wait, I think I had the red. I don't remember, but it was good. And then we had the cheese bread, of course, that everyone raves about.
Do you rave about it? Is it good?
Yeah. I think I expected there to be fireworks and there weren't, but it was still really good. I just enjoyed that part. Was big to me just because I had just gotten there and it was my first opportunity to actually sit and talk to a lot of people. That's probably why it stands out in my mind so much, but
because you haven't met anyone yet at this point, really, have you?
Right.
Yeah. You're coming in kind of blind.
Yes.
With what
I got there. Well, I had met Scott and Karen Daves at one point, and I had met Tony Ann very briefly, but that was really it.
Okay. Good start, though.
Yeah.
That's a good crew.
Yeah, it was. It was really
give
nice.
me another meal.
So I had dinner at Toledo the night that you were there with Glenn and the Bankstons. I sat across from Judy and Ken. I was with Andy Hoffman. And then Tony Ann and Mandy were at the next table. So, but I spent the majority of my time chatting with Judy and Ken and Andy.
Okay.
The food that we had was amazing. Andy and I kind of split everything. I think he told you that, but I really enjoyed talking to Judy and Ken. They're so sweet and
really,
I don't know. Yeah, it was a really great experience. The seating issue was kind of a bummer.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting you guys seated. What was going on there?
I don't know. Some of it was dealing with the scooter. And then I know part of it was trying to get everyone in the same area, but it was just, that part was a little bit different. But once we were seated, everything was good.
All right.
For us anyway.
Up there in the tower.
Yeah.
Of that one is, what hotel is that?
That's at Grand Destino.
Grand Destino.
Yes. Yeah. And then a third one. Ooh. Oh, you know what it was, Kurt? It was when we went to Spice Roundtable.
Yeah, that was a nice surprise.
My last day. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed sitting there with you guys. It was really nice.
Had you been to Spice Roundtable before? Of course, I'm an expert now.
I had not. Yes, that was my first time. I know. I love that you got to go there multiple times.
Thank you so much. I'm glad we.
Yeah.
How did we get over there? What were we doing?
We had gone to ride Remy.
Yeah.
And I feel like we were planning to go somewhere along the way, and we didn't.
We're in World Showcase.
Something like that. Yeah.
While in World Showcase, try Spice Roundtable.
Definitely. Yeah. It was great. And we kind of did it at Tapa style again. So,
what's your favorite at Spice Roundtable?
I like the dolmas, the grape leaves.
Okay.
That's my favorite. Like at any Mediterranean restaurant. So.
Don't be mad at me when you hear my list. I went through everything. Yeah, well, I kind of used the list that I had the first time. And we had calamari when we were there. I thought that calamari was excellent.
You and I had calamari too. Yeah.
Thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, it was. It was really good. I didn't have anything that I didn't enjoy there. I know you didn't love the hummus fries, but that's falafel. I don't know why they call it hummus fries. It's just falafel in a different form.
Well, I put that kind of at the bottom of my list because everyone said mine were dry. Maybe they were better the second time.
Yeah. So those were probably my best meals.
Awesome. All right, Danielle.
I went to some of the same places that the groups went. Ohana, I did Ohana with the group. I did Steakhouse 71 with the group. I did Nomad with the group, Trattoria's with the group. I went to Tony's for the first time.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about that. Yeah, I haven't heard much from
it. It was actually good. I hadn't been there before. That was on Magic Kingdom Day. Angela and her daughter and Elise and her two sons, they had an extra seat and they said, do you want to come with us? So I went and ate lunch with them. And it's not, amazing food, but it was good and it was filling. I thought it was decent.
Italian. What'd you have there?
I had the trio where you get like the fettuccine, but also the lasagna and the chicken parm, like where you get to try the 3 different ones.
That sounds good.
And it was good. And Angela's looked really good too. I think she had the shrimp ravioli or something. So it was good. It was just nice because I had not met either of them really before this trip. So it was just nice getting to know them, and then their kids were there. So that was kind of nice. I know that some people don't like the group meals because you're kind of restricted, but I actually like them because, at Steakhouse 71, I sat at your table with Penny and Deirdre and sat right next to Amanda Lamb.
Yep.
And then you were on the other side of her. But for some of these things, and then at Ohana, I got to sit with the sisters, Selena and Jackie, and Wendy, and Jeff Kessler was there. Like, I had never probably talked to any of those people. So had I not sat down to dinner with them, I don't know if I would have ever gotten that conversation just because there was a lot of people there. So I kind of liked the dinners for other reasons, just because you kind of were forced to sit next to somebody and get to know them better. So that made me enjoy those meals even more.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. And I'm glad all the work that Samantha and Rebecca put in to change things up and arrange to the best of their ability, try to put people, with different people for that exact reason. So I guess that worked.
Yeah, because I met Trey and then Ashley and Brandon Haberman at breakfast at Trattoria's. And of course, I heard he met them drinking bourbon the other night at Pop, but still, it was nice to get to know them better too. So I liked the placement to where you're sitting with people you don't normally.
I like that.
Might not have normally been next with. So I kind of liked all the meals for that reason, because it was talking to different people I haven't gotten a chance to know yet.
Well, they put a lot of work into that, so I'm glad you enjoyed that. And what'd you think of Ohana?
I liked it. Well, like everybody else, I think the favorites are the noodles and the pot stickers and the wings. So I think that's what I wanted seconds of. But I liked it. I thought it was good. And it was at the Poly, so it's like the atmosphere is nice too.
Had you been to Ohana before?
It's been a long time since I had been before. It had been a long time.
Yeah, I was really glad. It's one of my favorites. So I'm glad. I thought it was just as good. I could argue it was even better than I remember it too. I thought that the roasted chicken was pretty good too. Juicy and the wings. Yeah. I think the wings were better than they used to be. So I'm all about that.
I thought it was good. I'd go there again.
What was another one you were at? You just mentioned Nomad. What'd you have at Nomad Lounge?
I had the sliders and they were just like normal. They were okay, but I got to try, Noreen was next to me and her and Wendy had the cauliflower dish and one other dish. And I had tried those and they were good too.
You were on that big table?
Yeah, the big table. And Lauren was across from me and I can't remember the dishes they had. One was cauliflower and one of them was something else, but those were good.
I'm so proud of you remembering who was sitting with you, because it's like all a blur to me. I try and it's like a real blur.
also, like, I'm not a big drinker, so that might have helped in not blurring everything.
Hey, what are you saying? What is that implying?
It might help. That might be the reason why I remember more than you.
No, I didn't. Actually, at dinners, I didn't really drink a lot. It was really back at the hotel, I think.
Yeah, actually, at Steakhouse 71, I think you only had Coke. So
see, there you go.
But I like Steakhouse 71, the bacon and eggs, the appetizer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I liked that. That was good.
Did you have the burger too?
I had the burger. It was a lot of meat.
Yes. Double patty, right?
I think I ate half of it, and I think Amanda ate half of hers.
You guys took it home, I think. Half of it.
Yeah.
Very good. Lauren, what did you have? What's some of your favorites?
Yay! Okay. Yeah. First of all, I just want to second what Danielle said with the bacon and eggs at Steakhouse 71. That's not on my list, but it's getting a bonus because it was so good.
They were saying it was good too. They talked it up. Everyone was talking that one up at Steakhouse 71.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That I would go back to get that again. And the crab cakes. Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, good. You had both those?
Actually, Ashley and I, we each got one of those, and then we kind of took nibbles of each other's, so that worked out really well.
All right.
That was a bonus. That doesn't count in my 3.
All right, actually. Give me your 3 then. That's all right. I like
ate a lot of food,
cheaters
so this
in this
is
category.
Hard. It's hard to narrow this down. So, okay. This isn't in any order, but the first one is really surprising, and it really took me off guard. It is the signature pimento bacon cheeseburger at the Everything Pop food court. And I'm like, what? So I copied the description. It's grilled signature blend burger, which was just kind of a standard burger, but it was topped with bacon, pimento cheese, lettuce, tomato, and served on a toasted brioche bun. And it was like $13.
It was a full burger?
It was so good.
So this was at the art festival?
No, this was at the Pop Century Resort.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The food court. Yeah.
I'm with you now. Yeah, that's great.
So I just wasn't expecting it. It took me off guard a little bit.
Good.
I brought it back from Epcot, and I was just really pleasantly surprised because I'm not really a burger person, but it just sounded really good. And then I was ate the whole thing, which is, I don't normally eat burgers. So
keeps coming up. What's the top burger at Disney World? Now we got another entry, the Pop Century.
Yeah, well, I am going to be trying the burger at the one in Hollywood Studios, Brown Derby.
Brown Derby, yeah. That one seems to be
that's on my list. But this one, I wouldn't say it was the burger quality was excellent or anything. It's not the burger was super outstanding, but it was really the toppings and everything, and the fact that it was at Pop Century, because you don't really expect high things from there. So
sure, I'm glad.
Yeah,
awesome, good choice. All right,
number two is at the Nomad Lounge, the Chicken Manchurian Nomad Bowl, and it had steamed rice, red cabbage, kimchi, ginger, scallion oil, and cremini, which I still don't know what it is, but it was really good.
I don't know what any of those things are, but they sounds real good.
Yeah, all you have to do is just eat it. It was so good.
Spicy?
And there was it wasn't super spicy, but it was really packed with flavor and all these different textures. And it was just really nice to be able to kind of get something different. Because I got the sliders too. I think it was Danielle that said you got those. And it was just kind of meh. The sliders were really underwhelming.
Okay. But
the Nomad Bowl, that was awesome.
Fantastic. I didn't know everyone was going to be ordering food. I'm glad when Chris Futrell came in, and I'm like, I'm hungry. He was, me too. Let's go over. We went over to Satuli Canteen after that session at the Nomad Lounge, which was just fine with me. Perfect. Yes. This is a big thing I picked up from this trip was the lounges and the appetizers.
Yeah.
I always knew it, but this trip hit it home. There was like Amy was talking about doing the Skipper Canteen. Now that's now the newest lounge at Magic Kingdom for appetizers and sangria.
Those little bread roll things from Skipper Canteen. So good.
Brazilian cheese bread. All right.
So okay, last one. And if anybody knows me, you're probably going to guess what it is already. It's a pub sub, because every time you go to Florida, you got to get a Publix sub. And I was lucky enough that we had them catered with Tony Ann and everybody like at that little party. So that was awesome. I got to try the chicken tender one I've never tried, but yeah. Oh, so good.
They had like platters of little pub subs, right? Little mini pub subs.
Yeah.
So you could try little mini pub subs that you could taste different kinds.
Yeah, it was like a big giant sandwich that they just kind of cut up.
Okay.
But
fantastic.
So good.
Why is that sub so talked about?
It's just, for me, part of it I know is nostalgia, because I get it every trip. And also it's just like for the value of the sandwich that you get, and you can customize it to your different likings, and you can make it fancy or really simple. It's like the little black dress of food at Disney World.
They got to get one on property. We were talking about that. Disney Springs should have one, because like I never go off property when I'm on property hardly. So that's where I've had them because I've drove around Florida a little bit. That's how I know. I was surprised too. So it's just interesting that comes up all the time. You know where I didn't do it this time. I must have, I ate so much at Disney Springs my last day, but I always go to Jersey Joe's at the airport.
What is that? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a sub place. Jersey Joe's. It's pretty good. We got one now in my town just recently within last year. So it makes a pretty good sandwich too. I like that. Italian sandwich. Yes. Daniel.
Hello.
Tough to go last.
Yep.
Can you fill in some good ones?
I have a bonus one first, because I always say this every time I'm on the show: the German popcorn, where there's German popcorn from the in the pavilion. I always get bags and bags and bags, and I smuggle it home on the airport. So that's my bonus one. My top one probably is Space 220. I really enjoyed the company, because I think we had Nick and Carlin and Deidre and Andy and you, the Podfather. We had a nice group of people talking the whole time at the table. And so I really enjoyed that. And I think Norma, I always share a course with my wife of 34 years. So she got the red snapper, which was not too bad. I'm not really too big of a fish person. And she got like the cauliflower, which was really good. And I got the filet. Of course, I'm a steak guy, so I love the filet. But the best thing at Space 220 was the appetizer called calamari.
Yes.
Wow. It melted in my mouth. Usually you have a kind of rubbery kind of consistency.
That's why I thought it always can. That's what I thought
was
too.
Not. It just melted in my mouth, and it was so good. I could have had just a whole plate of just that. And
my word for the food that week was tender. Like everything I had, even the ham that was in the sandwich I had at the Riviera quick serve was tender. I mean, I was just like, and even the Spice Roundtable, Amy and I were just talking about the calamari there. I thought that was fantastic too. So I didn't even know. I've been eating old rubber tires for so long.
Chew. It's like, okay, I have to swallow sometime.
Agreed.
So, but yeah, it melted. It's like, wow.
Yeah, I was like shocked too. I was like, I didn't know that you could have it like that.
So I could just go there and not do the supper, just do the bar, and hopefully they have a calamari and just get that.
That is another tip that people have talking about. And I don't know that you have to have a reservation. I think you do still if you go to the.
I would assume so.
I think so.
It's pretty cool to get up to the restaurant and you blast off. And
it's a tough place to get into, and if you don't have an ADR, and it's kind of new. But yeah, people said go to the bar and have the appetizers.
Yep. It'd be worth it.
It'd be worth it for sure. A little cheaper.
Okay, too. Number 2. This is awesome. Instead of doing the Kessler run, we kind of laid back and we went to the Skipper Canteen, and we had appetizers with Dave and Veronica and Tony Ann and Michael.
Amy was there.
And we were separate. We were at a separate table.
Okay, same time.
Yes, I think Nolan. I think Nolan might have been at our table too. And we just kind of shared appetizers. And of course, the best one has to be the Brazilian cheese bread. Wow. That was awesome. I could have ate 2 or 3 plates of that myself.
Why is that? Can you dip them in something, or what's?
Oh my God! I think they did have some type of dipper. Yeah,
it's just cheese and bread, guys.
I could have ate it just separately. It was just really good.
Cheese and bread is like a staple.
Yes, it was really good. I think I also had like the Baradin and fried rice with the shrimp or something like that too. But the cheese bread, oh, wow, it's good. It's a keeper. So that was fun.
Let's not tell anybody about that secret appetizer lounge at Magic Kingdom.
Yes, and it's always good when you have a bunch of geeks around to talk and just relax. I'm not much of a Kessler runner. I'll just be a Kessler sitter on my butt.
So on that reservation, my joke leading up to this whole thing was that I had no idea what reservations I was on or where I was supposed to be at any given moment. And you and I, Kurt,
You weren't making fun of me then, huh?
No, I had made a joke because when my father-in-law was cleaning out his basement years ago, he found this little, it's basically a child leash where you have one strap is attached to the parent's wrist and the other is attached to the child's. And I said, I'm just going to strap myself to someone responsible. And the funny thing about Daniel's story is that I think I was supposed to be at his table, and I looked at my text messages after a while, and Karen had texted me an hour before, hey, we have a seat for you at Skipper Canteen. We're waiting. And I had been standing outside for an hour with Chris Futrell and them waiting. So we were supposed to be at the same table, but I didn't know where I was supposed to be. So
it all worked out in the end.
Yes.
It always does.
It's an amazing place.
Controlled chaos, Amy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And my last one, the anticipation from hearing it from a lot of different podcasts, Disney podcasts, including Lauren's and Disney Crush, and I think even Mickey File, but the public subs. Wow. They were amazing. It was, I was really kind of split because I really kind of wanted, because I had reservations, of course, to go with you guys to Ohana's. And it's I really want to try a public sub. And so we just decided to do it. And man, those were amazing.
Well, do you know their marketing director? Because I'm going to call him up and get a sponsor, I think. This is crazy. It just keeps coming up.
And it was a nice place to have it just because we were just in over the pool area, and we were all together. We kind of took over that whole area, and it was an amazing event.
Another lesson learned.
I just gotta chime in.
Yeah.
I'm tearing up over here because that makes me so happy. I'm so glad that you share my love for public subs.
Many people do, Laura, and you're gonna be crying a lot because everyone I talk to is all about these public subs. And I was just thinking the opportunity to be in an open space like that and have some drinks and food is really a takeaway I took away from this. I would like to do that to kick off the event on the first day and probably to close the event if I could. I know a lot of people like to take off on Sunday, but
it's pretty, I think we each contributed about $10 for that meal. Okay. So if you were, if you were traveling with a family, that makes it super economical. So, and there was so much food. There was chips and subs and then cookies and
took food
all kinds
home,
of stuff.
Back to the resort.
Yeah.
But you get an opportunity to talk and mingle and meet up with new people. And that's the kind of atmosphere I like too. So that's definitely, that one's in the brain for next time when we start planning to make sure to be really strategic about those kinds of events. Those are fun. Perfect.
I would definitely love to do more of those events for sure. Also, just because it's it can feel a little bit limiting going in, looking at all these dining reservations and thinking oh man, I'm going to spend a ton of money on this trip, which is fine. But at the same time, not everybody is just able to do that. So to be able to have those different opportunities where you can still join in and be in the group and stuff and eat and everything and be a part of everything without having to worry about that.
Hey, I felt that way. It's I kept getting invited to all these. And there shouldn't be any pressure. You don't have to go to anything that's scheduled for sure. All right. Wow. Amy, we're going to something you did or tried for the first time on this trip.
Well, it was my first time ever traveling to Disney World alone.
Ooh, good.
Yeah. My first G3.
That's right.
Yes. It was my
How'd it
first.
work out?
Oh, so well. It was really great. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll save all my feelings for the end, but traveling alone went fine. That part of it all went great. I did a bunch alone because the first day that I arrived, I did kind of get adopted by the solo ladies group, but I had a little, like, the first day was challenging because I felt a little bit sad here and there. Like, my family was supposed to be with me. I needed a minute to kind of regroup. So I did walk off after the Kessler Run gifts or prize giveaway part. But I went and did the Tiki Room, which I had not ever been to. And that was super cute. I enjoyed that.
Wow.
Yeah, I had never been in there.
That's interesting. I hear that kind of thing from people that have been to Disney World a lot. It's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. There are other things that I did. I rode the Alien Swirling Saucer that you and I did together. That was my first time on that ride.
Yes.
And I was surprised that I actually enjoyed it.
Was it because I kept going, wee?
Yes. 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 Yeah. There was a lot that felt new. Oh, I had spring rolls for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What'd you think of the spring rolls? Which one did you have?
They were good. I had the pastrami is that what it is?
Yeah.
The pastrami one? Yeah.
Yes.
It was good. I don't know why people lose their minds over them, but they were good. They certainly weren't bad, but I wouldn't wait.
I think because they're unique too.
Yeah.
You don't see that in a theme park.
Yeah.
I thought they were really fresh and good though.
Oh, they were definitely. That line was hopping, so they were definitely fresh. There was no chance that they were not going to
You're forgetting the best one, Amy.
I am? Oh, yes. I did Monsters, Inc. Laugh for the first time. And I got to appear on camera with my co-star, Sully Kurtzstone.
Yeah, I wasn't that guy, but Sully's, I think that's as fun or even more fun. I was glad. Yes. I was glad I got to be, because the guy who was that guy was horrible. Come on, don't you think?
Yeah, he was not feeling it at all.
Not bringing his A game.
No, he did not get the joke.
It's kind of hard with a mask, though, too.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
But, yes, I always like to go into that show.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
So, were you anxious when you were going down to all alone to the G3?
Oh, yeah. I was very.
Really? Okay.
I don't love flying. So, I didn't sleep well the night before. So that once I got there, I was super excited and I was having a lot of fun. But at some point, we were standing around. Maybe it was the next day. I don't recall, but Jennifer Pulliam and I had gotten away from the group and we were talking about our kids and everything. And I had never spoken to her at all, not even like through chat or anything. She was saying that she had actually listened to a podcast about like traveling alone without your family and the things people won't necessarily tell you. And she said, you're going to feel that way today. You're tired from traveling. It does feel like they should be here, but just, enjoy yourself, get through the day. You'll wake up tomorrow and you'll feel way better. And it was so true. So I was happy to have run into her and that she could kind of like talk me through it because I was really emotional about it. Like I kept feeling like I was on the verge of tears a lot, even though I was enjoying myself and I had wanted to be there. That was tough, but it was nice that she understood and could talk me through it.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, it was great.
Not surprised. A lot of people there for support.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, Danielle, what'd you do for the first time?
I think that was my first time on the ferry boat. Unless I did it when I was like a really little kid and I don't remember. I don't remember ever getting on that and riding it around the island. So I thought that was really exciting. And besides everybody was on the boat. So we were all talking and it went by really fast. It was like, as soon as we left, it was like it took like 2 minutes when it really took a lot longer.
I've heard that many times. Yes.
But I really liked the ferry boat. Pop was my first. Nomad was my first. Tony, Steakhouse 71. I don't know that I did any, besides the fireworks thing, I don't know that I did any other things to like for the first time, because I've been there so many times. Meeting all the geeks for the first time was a great first time.
This is your first G3 too?
Well, actually it wasn't, because last February I had already had a trip planned with my daughter and her boyfriend. So we went to Sunday last year for the main meetup.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But we had it was his first time. So we had a week full of activities planned. So we only did the Sunday Epcot meetup. So it wasn't my first one, but it still was kind of my first one.
Right.
I didn't meet a whole ton of people that Sunday.
Right. That's tough for one day.
Yeah.
We grow on you though after 3 or 4 days, right?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Lauren, you go a lot. Can you find new things to do?
Yes. Can you hear me? Is my mic on? Has my mic been on this whole time?
Yes. I can
oh my
hear you.
God. I'm so sorry. I've been making so many rustling sounds and I thought my mic was off.
I didn't even notice.
Okay. Well, it was my first G3. Yes. So that was fun. Yeah, it was just awesome. And I'll talk more about that later and some of the best parts.
You were at the Wednesday planning meeting.
Yeah, I was at some of those, but it's so crazy to see people and recognize their faces through Zoom and everything, and then to actually meet in person. Like, it was just awesome. It's indescribable, the connections that we have, and it just feels so comfortable, and I've never been able to experience that before. But
that's what I always hoped for, because I experienced it a long time ago. As I've explained many times, going to conferences, get out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Right. But then the other new thing for me was Harmonious. So I'd never seen it before.
Yes.
And it was just awesome. I really liked it. I would definitely go back and wait specifically just to see it, even if we didn't have the VIP viewing area. Like, I really liked it.
See it from a different angle. Someone was saying, is there a better angle maybe?
I think so, because we couldn't see like the main screen.
I think where we took the photo, because I think I've seen some like live streams and they stand where we took the photo and they had a really good view. But I thought our view was good too.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's I think it's meant to be a show to see from different perspectives, and these shows are so busy and grand. You're going to catch something new probably all the time. You got to see it more than once.
It was no kite tails, but I mean, it was still good.
Oh, poor kite tails. Don't pick on kite tails.
I'm not. It's anything.
It's got Baloo in it.
I wish I could remember what Amanda's son said. He like looked over at the Baloo just like falling and slowly dying. Maybe she can reach out and say what he said, because whatever he said, it was genius. He was just like, oh, what the heck?
I think he fell in the water, didn't he? On there.
Yeah.
He didn't quite make the shore. Yeah. Nice. Any other new stuff?
I mean, there was a lot, but those were the two main things that stuck out to me.
All right. Who I got? Daniel.
Yes. I loved the movie Ratatouille and had never been on Remy's Ratatouille Adventure yet. And so we bought a lightning pass because I could never, it was always a long line, of course.
Right.
And so we headed down for our lightning pass and ran into some geeks. Geeks everywhere. So we ran into geeks and we ended up riding it with Dave, Veronica, Tony, Ann, and Michael. So it was an awesome experience to do with other geeks. Nice. And I loved it. I mean, it's not my favorite ride. That's still Rock and Roller Coaster, but I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to do it again.
Awesome. I like to do it. I swear it's different for me every time I ride it.
I liked it better than Mickey and Minnie's too. Runaway Train. So.
That's a good comparison. I wonder.
Yeah, I like it.
That's a good question to ask people which one they like better.
Probably because I like the movie so much. So
okay, excellent. Did any of you guys use Genie Plus?
I did.
Daniel, you did?
Like I used it that day in Epcot before I met up with all of you guys.
Okay.
Wednesday, or was it Wednesday? And then I used it at Animal Kingdom. And I didn't use it much at Magic Kingdom because I was doing stuff with other people.
Okay.
So basically the Wednesday and the Thursday.
Okay. How did it work out for you?
I liked it because on the first day when we were all at Epcot, I don't think I got there until maybe noon. And so I did like Soarin', Spaceship Earth, and something else. I don't even remember.
Frozen? Did you get on Frozen?
No, I didn't do Frozen. It was Soarin', Spaceship Earth, and one other one. Oh, Living with the Land. Like I did all three like in less than an hour. Just know, right.
That's good.
I started at the front and went 1, 2, 3, and then of course I got the Remy like Daniel did. But I liked it for that because I don't like to wait. So even Living with the Land had like a little bit of a line when I was in there, and there was a lot of people sitting there. So even then I was glad to just like literally walk right on. So, and then I of course bought it for Avatar at Animal Kingdom because I didn't want to wait there either. I'll definitely use it on future trips.
Success all the way around. Good.
I don't like to wait.
We keep getting that question.
Danielle, the first night that you and I were chatting the Magic Kingdom, did you tell me you got it for Haunted Mansion, or am I imagining that?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I had that was like, and when the fireworks were happening, like everything like was like dead, and so I rode I got off of Small World, and then ran over to Haunted, and it was like everything was dying down. But when I came out of Haunted Mansion, it was a really long line.
That's because I was waiting in that line, I think. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so I didn't really use it that day.
Gotcha.
I did use it a couple times in the morning, but.
All right. Good to know. Daniel, what else did you do for the first time?
Well, besides like Space 220 and Steakhouse 71, I think everything else I've done before, and the public subs, of course, those were delicious. But I think everything else, I think we pretty much have done before. So we didn't do as many rides as we usually do. We were more just meeting with other geeks and talking all day long. And I actually made a statement, man, I could just maybe not go to the parks in the morning and just save up all my energy for the night stuff, because that seems like that's when all the fun was going on.
Yeehaw Bob, you didn't get to
I missed it. By the time we were talking after the public subs, that we looked and it's like 9:30. It's like, oh man, I missed Yeehaw Bob. And so we jumped on the boat and went back to Disney.
Okay.
To Disney.
The pub sub thing went pretty late. There were people hanging out there doing that pretty late.
Yeah, they were still talking. Yeah. So
all right.
I don't think it got done until like 9:30 is when we left.
Back to Amy. Top 3 moments of the trip. You got any good stories?
It's so hard. They're hard to narrow down, honestly. I think that, okay, so I'm going to give Andy some credit here, because I cannot remember when I started randomly getting messages from him on Facebook about this, like him asking me if I was going to G3. And I mean, we were in fantasy football together, so that was part of it. But I was kind of like, man, I don't even know this guy. We would chat here and there, and it would sometimes be about like fantasy football, and then of course about Disney stuff. And then he was in the parks at Christmas time, with his son in December, and I have a December birthday, and he randomly sent me a pair of ears. And anyway, long story short, we kind of got to be buddies over Facebook before then. And then as I was landing, he said, hey, we're bringing you into this group. It's Samantha and Rebecca. And it was really nice because I kind of had a target when I got there. It's like, I'm going to find these people and I'm going to
hang out,
kind of glom onto them for the moment. Yeah. So it did make it nice to come in and have someone to find. So that meeting them for the first time was really, really, really nice. And it wasn't awkward at all. I really expected to feel like uneasy, and I didn't at all. It was really, really nice. And the same, like Danielle and I didn't meet until that evening, walking out of Magic Kingdom, and like our walk back to the Poly was really relaxed, and I felt completely comfortable with her. It wasn't like weird sharing a room with her or anything. So that was super nice to just not feel uneasy.
I'm so glad to hear you say that since she's here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I mean,
awkward for me.
It was great. And then at some point, I don't even remember what we did the night that day, but me and Rebecca and Samantha went to Enchanted Rose and Andy, and we had drinks, and then Glenn showed up there, and I don't know, it was just really, those are the moments that I enjoyed the most, just sitting with people and talking. And then for the biggest one was when we all met at Epcot. Of course, the shorts thing, but I don't know, Kurt, you kind of remind me of like a dad on Christmas morning, like sitting back in the wings, but like taking it all in and enjoying it and feeling proud of like what you've created. So that was special to me to kind of see it all unfold, and then to actually be part of it. I was pretty bummed to have never been there before. So it was exciting for me.
Oh, awesome.
And those make no sense, but it was all the little, like, emotional things that were special to me. And honestly, that the time that I got to hang out with Jen Pulliam and Epcot, and we chatted so much, and like having someone recognize how I felt like about wanting to be there and then still feeling a little sad about not having my family with me. It was nice to make those connections with people and it not feel weird. Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear that. All of it, for sure.
Oh, and I mean, I should say, obviously the fireworks party was amazing. Those were great moments. And then I got to be on the VIP tour, which I really don't know that I ever expected to actually do that. So that was pretty cool too. So I just gave you one. I'm sorry. I stole some.
Yeah, that was 8. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. It was a big trip for me.
I thought Lauren was the cheater. Danielle, top 3 moments, or 8.
One of my favorite moments is before this trip, the last trip, I went like a solo day for Flower and Garden because I love Flower and Garden last year, and I was solo, so I did all the things in Epcot by myself. And so then this trip, my first day at the parks was in Epcot on that Wednesday. And I met up with you all, the big group coming off of Remy, I think you were. So that was the first time like I saw like Samantha and Rebecca and Travis. Travis and I have been chatting since before last year's G3. And he's like, oh, my Kentucky buddy. Then we sat down at the picnic tables and there was a bunch of you all there. Yeah. And so that was nice because I'm like, oh, the last time I was here, I was like just doing things by myself. And then now it's like, look, I have all these friends here sitting at the picnic table. But that was really nice because that was a ton of people at that picnic table that I either have met for a few seconds last year or had never met at all. So that kind of sticks out in my mind. And then, like Amy said, the fireworks party was my favorite part. Just hanging out, watching the kids run around and they're dancing. And then at the end of the night, watching some of the grown-ups dancing, sitting on the ledge there with, I think, Janet, Noreen, just talking to everybody during the fireworks party. And it was just, everybody was happy and the fireworks were awesome. So that was really fun. But mostly just the moments like that you didn't plan. Like Amy said, walking back from Magic Kingdom and we were just chit-chatting the whole way. Moments like that, or running into somebody unexpectedly. I'll tell you one thing is I got up to use the restroom at Trattoria, I think. And it's funny because I was walking back in and everybody's still eating. And I was just like kind of like scaling the room to go back to my table. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like all of us. It was like the whole restaurant full of all of us. And during the trip, I was sending pics back home, all the group pics of like the dinners and then just the random pics people were posting on the messenger and stuff. And I was showing everybody back home and they're like, who are these people? Who are these people? So that was kind of fun. So it was really just the little moments, meeting people that you hadn't met before. Just those things, meeting people that you haven't met before and sitting at Pop, watching you guys drink the bourbon. The first night when we had the big party with everybody, that was fun. And then we stayed and talked longer. And then the next night when you guys were drinking the bourbon. And then, of course, talking with Lauren before we went to our rooms because she was upstairs for me at Pop. That was really nice because I didn't get a chance to talk to her really before G3. So just those little sweet moments that weren't planned, just happened.
I didn't know you guys doing this tonight were all connected as much as you were.
Yeah.
On this trip, which I could probably take any group. I could take anybody from the 100, I think, and find the same connections, I feel, which is actually pretty special. Good job, Lauren. Did you have some top moments?
Oh my God. It's so hard, like Amy was saying, to narrow it down.
I'm
like
glad.
I thought I had my 3 and then everybody started talking and I'm like, oh, that was such a good moment.
Yes.
Like just picking out all these different things.
So true.
But I'm going to stick with what I wrote down. Commitment. Okay. So the first one I have is walking up to Petals the first night when it was, I think it was that Wednesday night and everybody was just around drinking and stuff. And I was kind of late to the party. I think everybody was kind of there and I was really letting my social anxiety get the best of me, thinking, oh, I'm not going to fit in. Like,
I never have guessed that about you either. Like, you seem so outgoing.
It's the imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
I think everybody at different points has, like, I've talked to so many different people at, G3 and different things where it's like, oh, I don't really belong here. Like, I'm not cool enough. I don't know Disney enough. I don't have kids. I do have kids. Like, everybody has their own thing that kind of makes them feel like I don't belong. But we all do belong. And it's like, don't let that get to you. Like, just go. And that's really what I had to do. It was like I had to put one foot in front of the other. And I'm like, no, like I said I'd be there. I'm going to go. It's going to be great. And then as soon as I got there, it was like both a physical, because to actually see people, but also like that metaphorical hug of like, oh, this is so great. I'm so glad that I came, not only to just Petals, but just to G3 in general. Yeah. And just, it was that very first like introduction and walking in and like putting yourself out there of like, okay, yeah, like, let's do this. Let's meet all these cool, weird Disney internet friends that I've been talking to for years. So that was definitely a highlight.
It's so interesting for me to hear you say that. I can understand, but I feel like we got to know each other a lot on the Zoom calls and maybe been on podcasts or something together. So when I meet you, I'm like, for me, it's just like I've known you forever. So
I know it's that awful little voice that, like, I know for me, it's really loud, and for other people, maybe it's not so loud, but it's just that feeling of like,
I understand.
I'm not whatever enough, to belong, but that's not true. And we all just have to like embrace the weird together. And that's like what this whole trip was for me. And that was awesome.
That was my experience when I went to the technical conference, and I was hanging out with kind of the elite people who were speakers at the conference and speaking in front of, 5,000 people at times. And they were like on a pedestal to me. So it felt really weird. I was really anxious to go meet up with them, but gosh, they were just so welcoming.
But that's how, like, I think, at least I can say for myself, that's how like so many people think of you and like Tony Ann and Dave. Like, I remember going up to Petals and I never physically met Tony Ann. Like, we've done a lot of podcasts and different things like that, but never in real life. And I just remember, she probably doesn't even remember, but like, I remember going up and being like, don't be weird, don't be awkward, like, just relax. It's just Tony Ann. And like, I was probably like super awkward, but it's fine. So But yeah, I feel like so many people think of that about you guys too.
Yeah, and I can, the thing about podcasting, it's a very intimate medium because people are listening. If they're listening to your voice week after week, it could be awkward for me because you know me better than I know you.
That's true.
But I know from listening to other podcasters, I would feel the same way because I listen to them week after week after week, but they don't know me from Adam. So,
yeah. It's very strange in that way. That's true.
It shouldn't be for us, but I understand.
I thought it was great. Okay, cool. So then the second one, in no particular order, Nomad Lounge at Animal Kingdom. Not just like only the parts of actually being inside and the food and the drink and sitting at that huge table that was really fun, but also the hour or almost hour beforehand, just outside waiting for Nomad to open. And
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, just like meeting people that you haven't seen or like catching up with people and filling out the bingo cards with Travis. Like, it was just fun. It was one of those little moments that we talk about where it's like, it's not like, okay, we're going to meet up an hour beforehand at Nomad so we can all socialize. It just kind of happens because everybody's waiting there. And yeah, it was just a good time.
I get anxious and a little nervous about other guests that get upset with us. I kind of learned later that there was one couple that was a little mad at us. Really, I don't think it was legitimate though, because we they could do whatever they wanted, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, fine. I think everybody got seated outside, so
right.
I don't know.
It all worked out in the end. I know.
Yeah.
Good memory there. Good one. All right.
Okay, I have a third one.
Yep.
We're doing 3, right?
Yeah, unless you got an honorable mention.
I've been talking forever.
I mean, okay. Amy had 8, so who am I to say?
Right, so I can keep going. The third one is the VIP tour. And first, I have to thank Danielle because she was my little fairy godmother because it was so sad that she had to leave to go to work. But she was like, oh, do you want to go in my place? And I was like, well, yeah, of course. Like, bye, Mom. I was supposed to be at Universal with my mom and my brother that day. And I was like, sorry, guys, like, I'm going on a VIP tour. So
you weren't shy that time, huh?
Yeah, it was awesome. So thanks, Danielle. It was so great. Like, that was just
I can't
incredible.
believe the connections we got here tonight. I had no idea.
You're so welcome. I was so glad you got to know.
Yeah, that was awesome. So cool. So with the VIP tour was like my other very favorite moment of the trip. I'd only seen the Magic Kingdom fireworks show once before. It was with Amanda, and we had just come from Trader Sam's and we had a great time. But I was still kind of thinking that it wasn't measuring up to Wishes, because I love Wishes. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, okay, yeah, like let's do the fireworks because we're at the VIP tour. But sitting there, and I was with, everybody on the tour, but specifically like Andy and Rebecca. And we all had they had hot dogs. I had French fries and chili, and we had ice cream, and just chomping on chili fries and ice cream bars, watching the fireworks and singing at the top of my lungs. It was just one of those moments that I'll never forget. And it's just one of those things that I'm like, okay, yeah, now this is my fireworks show. It just took that moment of magical food, drinks, everything just coming together all at once to make me go okay, I love Wishes, but this is my new fireworks show. So that was great.
Well done. Good time. I didn't know I didn't know you got to eat on the VIP tour. Excellent.
We did a mobile order to Casey's, but I mean, they do give you snacks, but
right.
Yeah, we needed some extra food. So.
Absolutely. It's an 8-hour tour, right?
Yeah. 3-hour tour.
Danielle.
Okay, I'm going to practice a little bit. So I'm Daniel Ginger of the Gingerbread House podcast, and here are my top 3 moments of G3.3.
Gotta do lists.
Number 3 is getting saying happy birthday to me while I'm sitting eating nachos and drinking a frozen lime margarita at Mexican Pavilion.
All right.
Number 2.
Tuesday. Yeah. Nice. He's got a radio voice. Keep going.
Number 2 is learning how to do lift from Samantha, because I had no clue, and we always thought that we were going to get murdered when we got a lift. But Samantha took us under her wing, and Norma and I learned how to do lift for the first time. And then
the city girl gives the country bumpkins a training in lift. Excellent. What's number?
Yep. And then number 1, the top one is when Norma and I got to spend Disney on Broadway with the Podfather, and it brought tears to our eyes.
It wasn't me. It was the performance. So
those are
right?
the top 3. Yep, it was beautiful. Well, yes, and the company was awesome, and so I was kind of freaking out a little bit because our plane tickets had mysteriously disappeared, and it's like I was on the phone for like 2-3 hour wait.
That was a memorable moment.
Oh my God, I was freaking out because we were supposed to leave the next day. Was it next day? Yeah, that was Monday, so it was the next day. It's like, and it just disappeared.
Daniel's on hold during this performance and trying to listen during the concert for the customer service rep from the airport line.
Oh my God,
let him know if he's going to get home tomorrow, the next day, right?
Oh yeah, and I had to talk a little bit during the performance because I felt bad, but then I got everything solved, and then I got to sit back and hear beautiful Disney songs.
Well, you're into the arts, and you know a little bit about performing. Why did that one bring tears to Norma in your eyes? What was so special about that performance?
I don't know. It was just I can't even remember what songs they were, but the singers were just marvelous. I mean, they were just, and I have a lot of time on the stage with both theater and singing and all that stuff. And it's just, I love going to the theater. I love musicals. I've been in a lot of musicals in my life. And I just brought back memories, and I just I love performing. So I like
watching those performance shows, like the American Idol kind of stuff. And like the woman singer there, I don't remember her name, but they did end up doing a Frozen medley at the end.
Yes.
And that's where I think I was like, wow, she was just stunning. That performance, like you said, tough song to do. Tough songs to do. And they were just
beautiful.
Fantastic. All right. I got the last couple of questions here. You can combine them, separate them, kind of wrap it up, Amy. What's one of that biggest memory you're going to take away, or anything that really pleasantly surprised you of G3 if you haven't already said it?
I guess my biggest memory is probably, it's so hard because there's so many.
Here they come.
I know. I'm going to streamline it. So right. I don't like to keep going back to it because I feel like it's been like rehashed 1,000 times, but being at Rebecca and Samantha's room at midnight and having smoked salmon and on the floor is one of my highlights. And the fact that Rebecca Rudin travels with a loaf of challah. I said something about her having smoked salmon, and she said, I absolutely do, which I was like, what? Who has smoked salmon with them at Disney? And she was like, and I also have a half a challah. So she pulled out this loaf of bread. I don't know. Just that was
Amy,
a big,
They did have 11 suitcases. So now we know. One of those suitcases was charcuterie boards.
Yes. And a case of champagne. And so that was, obviously a special moment. And then saying goodbye to everyone. Kurt, you were there that last day in Epcot. I was so emotional, and I always joke because I hate feeling that way. Like, I don't like to feel weepy. I don't like feeling things. And I feel like the entire trip was a lot of that. And I don't want to get emotional, but when you get to be an adult, you don't make a ton of friends outside of like your workplace or, outside once you graduate college or school. You don't meet people that you become close to outside of like work or maybe through your children. So I feel like that weekend I made a lot of like actual friends, and some of them I have spoken to every single day since I left. And as someone who keeps their circle pretty tight, that is super special.
Hold it right there, because that's like, I didn't even think of that too, but I have that same.
Yeah.
I had 3 kids. They're all grown up now. I always tell people I don't have any friends. Right. I didn't have time for friends ever since I had kids.
Yeah.
So how do you put that together?
Yeah.
Why this meant a lot to me, and probably it resonates with other people that are doing a lot of adulting. Every other day.
And so that was a big thing. And this is another, I did not expect to bond so heavily with Glenn Kessler, but I love him.
And his name has to come out at every podcast I do.
I know. He's like, I don't know. He's just precious. So I really, that was a surprise to me. So he's kind of like a superstar to me. So it was nice to know him. Yeah, to just know everybody as like actual real people was really cool.
I got a nice picture of us. We were hanging out with Rebecca and Samantha. We took a picture. I have it right here on my desktop right now. It's with Roy and Minnie in front of Magic Kingdom.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that was that's my thesis on it. So
excellent, Amy. Well put.
Thank you.
Danielle, how do you top that, Danielle?
It's all just like a big love fest tonight, isn't it? And every roundtable you've done, really.
I know.
I'm glad Amy said that, because I'm kind of in this weird spot, because Michael and I, between the two of us, we have 4 kids, and the youngest are freshmen in college. So I'm in this weird part, and I had my children young, to where like I don't remember what it's like to not have children at home. So I am not sad about it, but it is an adjustment. Like right now, I'm literally in my house and nobody's here but me. Just last weekend, I was like, gosh, I'm kind of bored. I got chores to do, but I don't want to do them. But I'm like, I wish there was a geek nearby. I wish there was an Amy or a Lauren or a Daniel or somebody nearby that I could just say, my gosh, can we just go up the street and get some food or something? Like I was like, I wish somebody was closer, but just what she said. And I am an extremely emotional person, and I love everybody. When I'm in person with you, I don't always show that. But in here, I'm just like, oh, I love everybody. Everybody is amazing. Everybody is an amazing, beautiful person. But I was, after Friday, I'd already been Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I was riding the People Mover during the fireworks by myself, because I do like to do things. I'm like the person you might see just like staring off into space on Main Street, just like looking at the windows or something random. I just like to take it in. And I'm almost that person where Disney can do no wrong, because just being there is like amazing to me. And it just takes me back to like all the good times I had when I was a kid. Riding the People Mover and the fireworks are going off, and I'm thinking, wow, what an awesome, few days it's been. And I met all these wonderful people. And then it's just, I like Amy said, like, I just reached out to her because I'm like, oh, she doesn't have a room. She could stay with me.
I'm glad you did that.
Even Jen Pulliam, like before we even got down there, I had private messaged her because I'm like, oh, she's going solo. Let me reach out to her, to try to, I'm not shy in that sense, but I just really enjoy reaching out, because like Amy said, when you're busy working and then you have kids, or in my case, when your kids are like getting out of the house, like you're kind of like, well, what do I do now? So it's been so enjoyable to meet you all in this group, and my family and friends they just think it's like so strange, but I'm like, I'll tell them, I'm like, cause all the things I learned about Amy on our walk, I'll just say, oh yeah, it's Amy and she has 2 kids and she just got a new puppy and all this. And then I'm like, and then there's Lauren, and I would talk about Lauren or Travis and his 2 girls. I'm like, I would start talking about all of you to my actually family and friends here at home. And they just think it's kind of strange, but I'm like, I don't know. I just can't help but do that. So
I'm glad you're not weird. You're just like us.
It's just a really good time with really great people.
Wow. You made me think of, I said I wasn't going to get emotional during my little 2-minute speech when we did the picture in Epcot, but I have these conversations with you guys all year long, and now these, and like the Zoom calls and private conversations, and then I see you all at that picture, and it's just emotionally overwhelming for me. You guys are really special. All right, Lauren.
Danielle, you're gonna like make us all cry. And Amy.
Both Amy and Lauren. They're good. Daniel, don't you cry on me.
So kind of going along with what Danielle was saying, like this year has been, like before G3, has been like probably one of the hardest years of my life, just going through all these different changes, in my personal life, and kind of rediscovering myself and rediscovering Disney as a single person. So going to G3 was like a big thing for me, because I almost didn't go. I almost let my depression and all these things win, with just telling me not to go because I was too sad and I was going to be alone and I was going to feel like the odd one out. And I went anyways. And it was all of these little moments and all of these friendships that like just made it feel so incredible. Like it literally lifted me out of one of like my worst depressions that I've experienced in a long time. Yay. Like the people at G3 did that. And like, I don't want to cry, but like, it's just, I can't even express like the gratitude for everybody that was there. It's like, we all just get each other. And, like everybody was saying, I don't really like have a ton of time. I'm a chemist, during my day job, I'm literally by myself all day long with my headphones on, listening to you people talk. So it's like, you're my friends in my head. And now I sound like a weirdo. That's fine. But so it's like to actually be there and experience it together was the big takeaway. And there's one like little memory that was so unexpected that I will remember on top of all of that. And that was in Animal Kingdom. It was the last day that I was there, and it was the morning of the VIP tour. And I met up with Bubba Mac. We just were like, oh yeah, we're both in the parks. Let's hang out. And we like talked a little bit before that at the fireworks party and stuff, but we just decided to go off 101 and hang out and do the Bugs Life ride or whatever. But it was that moment, and we just had so much fun being total nerds and like goofing off. And I was walking out of the park, and it was that Step Brothers moment where we're like, did we just become best friends? Yup. And it was like, that perfectly describes so many friendships that I've made during this trip. And it just like Amy, like I text these people every day. I'm texting them, I'm calling them, like sending stupid weird videos. Like it's just been awesome. Like I could have never found this friendship, like these friendships and these connections really any other place. I can't think of any other place in an adult's life who just sits alone in a lab all day. It was just it's just overwhelming how amazing it was. I wasn't expecting it to be as great as it was, and it it lived up to all the hype, for sure.
Well, we don't try to hype it, but I know what you mean. That's so good. I mean, I know you had. It makes us sad when I have a special place in my heart for people that are going through those kinds of things that you've been going through. So it makes me feel real good that we could be a little help. And hey, let's face it, it was a tough couple of years for everybody with COVID and isolation, and it was
absolutely.
And I was getting worried there in January with that new variant coming out. I was like, oh no, this can't happen again. So the fact that we could break out and do this, thank you, Lauren, for sharing.
Thank you, guys.
Daniel, bring it on home, dude.
I'm gonna have to reiterate the empty nest syndrome, where you raise your kids for 30 some years and 5 boys and not really having any friends because we're going to sports and musicals and all plays and all that stuff they're involved in. And so it's what I came away from this is not really the big events. It was actually which were great, but it's some of the smaller encounters that we had, like getting a ride home from pedals with Ken and Annie Judy in their brand new car. I mean, it was awesome to even getting a ride home in the first ever Uber trip with Sam and Rebecca and those guys heading back to Saratoga Springs, eating meals with people like Scott and Karen and Travis and those guys, or when we ate at Skipper Canteen with Dave and Veronica and Tony Ann and Michael. All those little encounters that people just kind of accept you unconditionally. And even when I got to get interviewed by the Price of Paradise podcaster, I was running to try to find the Podfather so we can kind of squeeze in line to do the 7 Doors Mine Train. And I got interviewed. I thought, that's pretty cool. And then she said, I forgot to turn on the button. So we had to redo it. So there you go. You got to remember to hit the record button. It's
I've done that a few times.
I said a lot of good things. I can't remember what I said now. So, but just
that's where you learn that lesson from, to just always press record.
But just all these little small encounters that people just accept you unconditionally, like a family, and kind of like a big Disney family. So, and I'm an emotional guy too. So all that good stuff.
One big hug.
Oh yeah. So loving a bunch of people that just accept you unconditionally. And so I love that part about it. So.
Wow. You guys brought it tonight. There's only 4 of you. I've done this. I don't know how many did I have? Like 30 or more people on these roundtables. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all the memories and emotions that are the Grand Geek Gathering. Makes me think we got to do this again sometime.
Absolutely.
I love all the little mini
please.
meets. Yeah, the little meets that are. I guess it's important. We'll have to get the gang back together, the planning gang. Well, we are already. We were already talking
nonstop.
We meet every single week.
I got to start getting on those.
Yeah, come on. And there's a lot of nonsense going on too, Amy, to be honest with you. But
that's okay. I love nonsense.
And if you miss them, you could hear it by being a patron.
Hey,
being a patron supporter.
I'm trying to put those out. I've been pretty good lately. I got some requests to make sure I put it out there. So glad people were listening. Guys, you guys are awesome. Thanks so much for spending your Monday night with me, and stay in touch. All right.
Thanks for having us.
Yay, thank you. This is fun.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah, I miss you all.
Yes.
I miss you too.
I miss you all. All right.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Well, that's it. G3 2022 is a wrap. Did you enjoy all the roundtables? Well, thanks to Amy, Danielle, Lauren, and Daniel for a great review and wrapping it all up. I think all of these roundtables had a little bit of emotion in them. Sorry if you got a few tears during these roundtables, but it was quite a great G3. And thank you for everyone who came on and recorded with me. I got one favor to ask of you guys. I haven't had a 5-star iTunes review in quite some time. If you think about it, go out to iTunes. If you enjoyed the show, give us a 5-star iTunes review. And great intro from Wendy Fox, cousin Heather Stone Capel, Samantha Kuhn, and Trey Nolan, live from New York. That was the first time I met cousin Heather in person. Talk about emotion. And a great big old hug. We had a nice meal at an Italian restaurant in New York City. We saw Aladdin on Broadway all together. That was so much fun. Thanks for the intro, and I'd love to have some more of those Geekin' intros. You can create one for us. It's easy. It's fun. Just tell us your name, where you're from, a fun Disney World fact or two about yourself. You go Geekin' on Walt Disney World with Curtis and the whole Geekin' family. Email them to me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. I got to thank my Patreon supporters. Patreon.com is where you can pledge a monthly donation or even an annual donation to our show. And one thing I like to do is put out some bonus podcasts. I've been releasing the recordings that I did at the Grand Geekin' Gathering. I'm getting down towards the end. This one is a coffee walk on a Monday morning after the big G3 weekend. It's over 30 minutes of me just telling about my experiences for G3, walking around the Riviera Resort. So if you'd like to get those bonus Inner Circle podcast episodes, become a Patreon supporter. And I thank you so much for all of your support. And if you need our support, we love helping you make the best of your Disney World trip. We are committed to helping you enjoy those vacations. Just reach out to me if you'd like to do a trip report, book a trip with the Traveling Tiaras, or review your plans for a trip. If you got a question, I love that one I got from Anders this week. I hope we were helpful. Kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com is my email. Thanks for going Geekin' on Walt Disney World with us. We really appreciate you listening and geeking with us every single day. We love you geeks. Happy Easter. It's a great time for renewal. And although it was snowing today at Easter, I think the warmer days are coming for us here in the Northeast United States. Have a magical day and week, and I hope all your dreams come true.